On this episode of NSFW Show, both me and Brian are on the road. Nobody has planned what the show will be. Enter Chatrealm, who writes the entire show for us. We play Name That Autocomplete, Chatrealm's Choice, go over some viral videos, and say a lot of things that I'm sure we'll regret. Watch us embarrass ourselves on this episode of NSFW Show. Beard Stroke.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for NSFW is brought to you by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is NSFW episode 190, recorded on August 6th, 2013. Can a blank get Strangles twice?
This episode of NSFW is brought to you by Audible.com. Download a free audiobook of your choice. Go to audiblepodcast.com/NSFW. And ProXPN. ProXPN is a virtual private network that allows you to use the internet the way it should be, anonymous and unfiltered. For 20% off your new account, go to proxpn.com/twit and use code NSFW. And Shutterstock.com with over 1 million high-quality video clips. Shutterstock helps you take your creative projects to the next level. For 30% off your new account, go to Shutterstock.com and use NSFW8 as your offer code.
Shut your engine off. What the you want?
Whoa! Play the music! You screwed us, Chimera! Congratulations! Because it is no time for NSFW, the new show full of wit, the new sauce from the Webernets, the show that is nominally safe for work. Hello, beautiful party people, live from an undisclosed location on the Gulf Coast and on the Pacific Rim. It's just Robert Young and Brian Brushwood. What's going on, Professor JRY?
Oh, well, Christ on a cracker, Brian. That's where Christ lives, is on Cracker Island. It's not a racial thing. It's about the crispy treat.
It's about a bunch of people who sit around and we're like, man, Jesus, have you tried it? Have you tried this Ritz? The latest Ritz is great.
Exactly.
They double dust it with
Mayor Saltine rules Cracker Island with an iron fist, although it's pretty crumbly and kind of delicious.
All right, so if you were going to describe our situation for this week's episode in as flowery language as you could, how would you put it to the beautiful people?
I would hearken back to great legendary film director Stanley Kubrick, who would plan exquisite movements for his shots. He would repeatedly ask his actors to dig deep and record take after take after take after take, because he wanted to get the perfect, absolutely exquisite moment that would make his movies stand out. Take all that preparation and effort and reverse it, because we did none of that.
Now, keep in mind, this is not a case of us just doing our normal, I'll get to doing it later, or I had this one idea and we didn't get around to it. It's like every so often in the history of NSFW, one of us rolls craps. It's like, oh, shoot, I've got this show that I didn't know about. Oh, crap, I'm going to be in this town that doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Craps, Brian means that we poop downhill, and it literally rolls down in a ball comically.
Well, but the point is usually one of us runs into trouble and the other one's able to shoulder the weight. It's like this give and take partnership that we have. But occasionally we both roll craps, and Brian's like, well, I'm sort of at a family reunion and we might be doing a talent show that entire night, so I might be able to do it like later on. And then Justin immediately is like, oh, remember how I said we could do it at a regular time? Not so much.
I had a little bit of a go game, and that ran a little into when we would normally do it. However, my friend, it does lead me to Chinbeard, Punish Prop's own Bill Duran, and his lovely lady Longshanks, who is here in Seattle, and they've allowed me to be at their home, but it kind of leaves us completely without prep. Now, oftentimes when this happens, it's not been the worst thing in the world, where we'll just kind of horse crap around, which is really was like the embryo for like our Night Attack albums. But,
Sure.
But this time, I'll tell you what, it was like we were abandoned, neglected children who misbehaved leading up to Christmas Eve, and we fully expect to see nothing under the tree. But we walk in, and boom, a whole show laid out for us.
Yeah, man, that's the weird part. I don't know if I've lost video right now. I may be all morphed out right now. But the chat realm came together, and they totally wrote an entire show for us. They picked the opening videos and then decided to sabotage us by claiming they were clean when they in fact were not. They set up sets for discussion pieces. They set up a second segment where we would do a name that autocomplete segment, and then finally they set up a chat realm's choice showdown where they're going to vote live, and you and I are going to bet on which one we're going to do. I just say we dive in on this and real quick visit in on what kind of what's going on in our lives. I over on this end, man, we did you know I'm at this family reunion, and a few years ago we did a little talent show thing.
Now, how big is the family? Like is it like 30, 40 people, more than that?
Yeah, like we'll say usually 40. We're a little light this year. We had a couple of people who had schedule conflicts. Unlike me, who had a schedule conflict but came anyway, and then crawled down to somebody's room to steal the Wi-Fi. But did you ever
have a situation where like the patriarch of the family, or like the oldest, most respected, just gets up on the mic in front of everybody and says, "Man, we get it on. Look at all these kids. We're doing it. Yeah."
For sake of discussion, let's say yes. Old Patriarch Brushwood gets up there and he does his best Barry White impression for all of us.
No, just that didn't be Barry White. You just until somebody like escorts him off the dais. Like they're like, "All right, Grandpa, we can sit down." And he's like, "No, but for real. Look at all those kids. How do you think they got there?" Not the store.
He's like, damn.
And then he just does this, like the finger in the hole gesture over and over again.
He's like, look around. I see me a lot of kids, which means a lot of people been getting it on in the Brushwood clan.
Who's planning on making love tonight? Raise your hand. Creepiest family reunion ever.
What? Hold on. Bonnie the Invisible Wife is coming in. What's going on? Okay, I've just been evicted 5 minutes into the episode, so this is an unusual turn, because normally if it was any other family member, I would just ignore them and keep going. But Bonnie, the Invisible Wife, is full on saying, "Stop the show because you've got to go." All right. Because it's time to get it on.
Wait, hold on. Are you really going to stop the show?
Let's do this. Why don't we pause here? You take a moment, tell the fine people about our first sponsor. I will relocate and we'll jump into our bits.
You got it. Well, while Brian is making sure that there is yet one more attendant to next year's Brushwood family reunion, I'm going to take a moment to talk to you a little bit about Audible.com. There are a lot of really, really awesome sponsors who have been on this show quite a bit, and we love them all. But I don't know if there is one that me and Brian have talked to each other privately more about than Audible. Both of us are on the road quite a bit. We don't like reading with our eyes and holding things with our hands. We like to have the artistry of an audiobook read to us. And now you, dear listeners, Chatrealm, Diamond Club, if you are not on this Audible train, well then please get on to the next station. Let me tell you a little bit about what you're gonna get here. You need to go for NSFW listeners. Audible's offering a free audiobook to give you a chance to try out their service. One audiobook you may consider downloading. I'll tell you what, I'm listening to Fall of Hyperion. It is the second in a series that began with Hyperion, just book Hyperion, and it is amazing. This is why audiobooks are awesome. They have so many different forms. Like a lot of times, and I've done stuff for Andrew Main's books where it's just been me reading it, and I really love it as an art form. But sometimes you want to go full cast. You want to have a bunch of people reading parts. And what's amazing about Hyperion is that it's basically the Canterbury Tales in a science fiction setting. And this is awesome, hard sci-fi. You really just want to cuddle up next to it because it is so true to itself. But what's amazing about that book is that each story kind of has its own subgenre. There's like a horror genre, there's a action adventure genre, there's a spy genre, a romance genre, and having the different readers just gives it a whole new, amazing, awesome dimension. The second book is great too, but you can go ahead and get Hyperion for free if you go to audiblepodcast.com/NSFW. Again, that is audiblepodcast.com/NSFW. 99.5% of the books are one credit. However, it is best to just check audible.com so you can find out what you will get when you sign up for your free book. So audiblepodcast.com/NSFW. That's where you need to be, and that's where happiness will flow out from you.
I'm sorry, but that pales into the happiness that the Brushwood Patriarch just bestowed upon me by saying, Brian, I understand that you need to make your funny shows, and I'm behind it after you do your procreating, son. So I had to go. Yeah. We conceived our fourth child, theoretically. Just now. I mean, I just had, look, when the Patriarch tells us what to do, I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. He's like, now don't go thinking this is a responsibility. This is a privilege. You've been blessed with the privilege to procreate again. Yeah, man.
I can understand, but that's why they call you Boom Boom Brushwood, because that's all it takes.
Because I do what the Patriarch tells us to do.
And it's not a weakness. That's a strength. Listen. There's Usain Bolt. No. There's Brian Brushwood.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's why they were all cheering for me in the middle of the act. They said, boom, boom, boom. And then they start playing like Thunderstruck because that's my talent as I rise to the occasion. And then they're all like, conceive. Conceive. And then all of a sudden I made a baby. And that's the really bizarre Tales from the Crypt-esque kind of situation that happens at the family reunion. It's just everybody gathers in a circle and just watches the next generation be conceived. This is getting a little weird. Unlike previous episodes of NSFW, hey man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there for the Audible ad read because I'm a huge fan of Audible. Thank you so much for doing that. And then let's jump in. Oh, one of the first things I wanted to talk about was, since we're at the family reunion, we've had like this arms race thing happen where a few years ago we had a little talent show where all the kids would get together and do a skit or so on.
All kids, only kids.
Yes, correct. All the kids. Nobody's older than I think 12, basically. But this year, it's like everything went thermonuclear. We had, and it was no repeats. We had an amazing. Like full-on ballet dance, in ballet gear from somebody who's talented. Somebody else just melted our faces off with amazing singing. Penelope got up and did Copperfield's banana bandana trick and just slayed them. And then Josie got up at 5 years old. She choreographed her own dance, and she picked just the right music to get everyone singing along. There were costume changes in some of them. We had a One Direction ripoff. It was amazing, dude. And I'll tell you what, this is the first time, much like with the Game On experience, you said that it was the first time that Chatrealm had to deal with death. Penelope, for the first time at a talent show, had to deal with not winning, and it was really, really hard for her. But I was really proud that she sucked it up and pulled it together, because she was like, I don't understand. Everybody was clapping. Why didn't I win? Okay, let me give you a hint. If of all the things I told you, right? Yeah. If the universe's rules about who wins a talent competition hold true, who do you think automatically by default won Best Individual?
Of the acts that you read?
Correct.
Or just talked about? Best Individual, the one with the costume changes?
No. Since when has any costume changing act ever won America's Got Talent?
Oh, I mean, like Oh, okay. Like, all right. I don't know. The one with the littlest kid that performed. Whoever was the youngest one.
Nope. That would have been Josie,
The
and she was
singer.
adorable. Justin, you cover this for a living. Yeah, it's got to be the singer. It's always the singer. It's never not the
Okay.
singer. If it's ever something besides the singer, it's somebody
Yeah.
doing the thing that isn't the singing, but who also sings doing it. That's like
Yes.
that's the law. That's what we're all drawn to. So
The
yes,
rule, the rule of that.
yes, but she was amazing. She was legitimately amazing. And it's weird because, I wanted to explain to Penelope, I'm like, sweetheart, this is the variety entertainer's lot in life. We are always to be really good opening acts. Get used to it now, kiddo. People,
Can I tell you
Weird
a
Am I pointing
thing?
out, Weird Am I in the chat room pointing out, well, America's Got Talent was won by a ventriloquist that did what? One with
Sang.
an act that what? Singing. And now his ads in all of the Sky Mall magazines, when you're online on airplanes, it all says, the voice, and it just shows them singing, and it shows like in the background, like, I think there's puppets in the show at some point too.
Yeah.
So there's that.
All right, side note, because you mentioned One Direction. I had a realization today. One Direction has a very popular
love
song
them.
that's out right now called Best Song Ever. It's basically a pop version it is a pop dance boy band version of Tenacious D's Tribute.
No.
Now, it's like you wouldn't know it to just listen to it, but listen to it again and think of it as a boy band version of Tribute. So it's like, obviously, Tenacious D is like super metal. So like their situation where they sing a song that they can't remember is like meeting the devil in the middle of a road and challenging him to a duel, right? And in a boy band version, it would be like meeting a girl at a party and singing to her the greatest song in the world.
The best song in the world. It was the best song in the world.
And this was like the chorus is like, we danced all night to the best song ever. Like, and they can't remember it. It's like one of those things where now I kind of like the song just because on some level I hope that somebody who wrote the song for them was like, I want to write the boy band version of Tribute.
I think Crash Kincaid put it best in the chat when he says, I just got a little bit more respect for whatever 40-year-old writes One Direction songs.
Absolutely.
So yes, I mean, that's exactly what it is.
All right, do we want to go to some of these videos? Because Chatrealm put a bunch of videos right here as just like for us to horse off with. We have a
let's go ahead and dive in. First of all, ignore cops versus knives, please.
What do you say?
Let's start off with muscular fan struggles with water bottle. That's what it's got to be.
This one's pretty good. So Jammer B, cue this one up. I've actually seen this one before. But let's go ahead and take a look.
Another change up, and it's 2-1.
Oh, come on.
Hey, all that working out, and you can't open a water bottle?
Oh, come on. What's he? Sir, I think you got the wrong workout program.
Okay, now.
Can I tell you what the most amazing part about that video is?
What?
How boring baseball is.
Oh my God! Literally, that's historically I don't even know how I mean, I guess there's running involved, but there's way too much standing around for me to really feel like baseball's much of a sport. But yes, that is. It is.
The game is so boring, so amazingly boring that they're like, "F it, let's just look in the stands." Oh, that guy's an ass.
That's what they always do, don't they? Right? They're always cutting out the people in the audience.
And like now is like even like the more interesting part of baseball where there's like, like people are in the pennant race and like the playoff picture is emerging. And even then it's like, oh, we got to cover 4 hours of this. Really? All right. Fine. I mean, I'm just going to do crowd. They're like a comedian. When the comedian's bombing, it's just F it. We'll do crowd work. Or just, look.
Yeah.
Old muscle guy. Can't figure out how to open a bottle. Isn't he nuts? Anyway, what's up with Obama, huh?
Here's my question. Then, and the whole rule with like, I mean, I guess he's in a public space, and it is accurate that they did get footage of him failing to open a water bottle. But let's say this guy got totally butthurt, Star Wars kid style. Does he have a leg to stand on to complain against or to ask for recompense for, because he's not a public figure, and they just essentially picked him out of the blue and started mocking him. I don't know. I wonder what the legal framework on that is. I guess he probably would not.
Number one, you probably don't have a lot, and they didn't really go out at him really hard, right? It was just like, hey man, you need a different workout program. What do you think the line would be? How bad would they have to make fun of him for him to have a legal case? Oh, here, Jammer B, play that video again. Play that video again. Me and you, Brian, we're gonna have to be so
no audio this time.
Sued. Yeah, no audio. Yeah, and me and Brian will
turn down
be
the audio. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game. Sports Ball 8000. The Terminatrixes are up against who is it again, Justin?
Kansas City Royals.
Of course, the Kansas City Royals, regaled for their ability to win. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
This guy, he can't open a water bottle. I bet you he supports Hitler.
Oh my God! By the way, for those of you wondering, this is Herbert Hitler Hubert, who hails from Kansas City. He lives at 14973 Homeboy Estates Drive. Yeah. And
I bet his only shred of humanity is found in that bottle, which is why he can't open it.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. It's his self-respect. He can't quite find it from inside that bottle. Gives it away. Just give that self-respect away. What a total pussy.
So do you think, I feel like that might not be mean enough.
Oh, even then what we did?
No,
since we just did that thing that we said would theoretically be too much.
I feel like we can do one more take at it. I feel like there's one more, like, let's just give it a try. And we'll try to go just 2 degrees meaner.
Sure. All right, let's run it again. Ah, crap. Look at this total loser. Definitely a racist.
I bet you his muscles are filled with angry devils.
You got more than that. Come on. You and I both know they're filled with the semen of rapists.
I bet you his veins course with a bile so evil that children turn black-eyed and start murdering in the streets.
I'll bet he streams DVDs on Ustream without permission.
I bet you that he's gay.
You just boyoed me. So that's how it could have gone.
So all right, so it could have went there. Let's move it along. After we just used that, let's go ahead, Jammer B. Let's queue up OMG Sad. Apparently, I haven't seen this, but apparently our friend, former comrade in arms, our awesome friend OMG Chad. Apparently, there was some event here that made him a little blue.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Justin, this is a long bit, and it's nothing but this. What you're seeing is this for the next 1 minute and 49 seconds.
It's just this looped?
Nope. Yep. Yes. This is it. Where you're watching it. This is the entire thing.
Why is he sad?
I don't know, but it certainly looks like he was dead and had a condition. They're like this.
I feel like we should ask him questions that he'd be answering no to.
Chad, was that guy seriously as buff as he looked trying to open that water bottle?
Do you think that we're going to get sued for defaming that guy on Twit's airwaves? This is a great bit for the audio listeners.
Chad, just picture Chad shaking his head no. Chad, do you mind that we have roped you into a bit in which we previously used the phrase, the semen of rapists?
Chad, why does your face look like it's about to come off because it's made of loose rubber that's been sitting out in the Dominican sun for 14 hours?
See, and now it gets all like black and dark and super slowed down. It just totally feels like this is what he wants, like playing on the video element of his tombstone. Like in the future, he has a tombstone.
Does it make you excited that Brian just used the term black and dark and super slowed down?
All right. All right. Look, I think we're off to a great start. I think we're really reaching out to a lot of new audiences. I just say, let's jump it forward to okay. So Not a Real Vet is didn't do anything for me. Joe Biden Kicks It New School is an auto-tune the news, but they don't call it auto-tune the news. They call it Songify the news now.
Yeah,
which I don't understand what that is.
Well, because they have the brand with it's the Songify app, and they do like they Songify viral videos. So I think they just wanted to consolidate everything. But I do like that they're getting back to the long form, like multi-song kind of thing. I've always really enjoyed that of theirs.
Now, as far as our ability to enjoy them on this show, does the fact that they're so established, the fact that they're such juggernauts, take anything away from us wanting to play it on there? Because it's like I clicked on it, and then once I saw that, it's like, oh, these are those guys who are utterly dominant the world over for that thing they do, and I was like, do they really need our platform?
Have they? So wait, Brian, have they become? I liked them better when they were before they sold out. Like, and not
totally.
I mean, not sold out, but in that, like, oh yeah. I mean, I used to love Blink-182 in their early albums.
Well, and it's not a case of like they're popular and now I hate them, because their stuff is still legitimately awesome. They're still as talented as they ever were. But like for our show, there's an electricity. There's that symbiosis of like we're excited because this is or at least new to us or the undiscovered. Like for example, the knife video.
We're strolling the van looking for undiscovered talent. This one really into a dark place.
Here's one that is labeled Jetpack Fail live on Fox. And I kind of want to just jump to that one. I don't know if we can on that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to have Jammer B cue this one up.
Yacht and Boat Show. Good morning, everybody. I'm hanging out with my friend John. Fox 5 Morning News starts. Look over there. And it starts right now.
Serving all of San Diego.
I know it's old. People are saying it's old. I don't
What's
care.
your favorite part about the video? Because I have my favorite part.
It's the fact that somebody was clearly given directions, because whatever happened, it's the fault of the guys who set the shot up. All of these things, when they do a news thing, somebody gets the idea in the last 30 seconds, like, oh, you should do a thing and then just fly over like this. Now, here's the thing. You're dealing with non-professionals who are doing their best to do what you tell them to do there in the moment. But when you give poor directions and you say, as soon as I say blank, you go, then you get stuff like this, where the guy just he says the line, smiles, grins at the camera, and then blasts running right into the news reporter and flopping into the water. His face is the best. I agree with Colin H.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, correct me, please.
Here's the best part about it. This guy is on jetpacks of water. So it's going to shoot out water, and the streams of water will lift his body weight, and he's going to fly over the man who is holding the microphone. Except, obviously, because this is something that he's done before, the thrill of the jetpacks is not what he's excited about. He's excited about being on TV and getting his line in that order. And so his line is delivered in such a gleeful manner. And it starts right now. And then he completely poops himself, metaphorically.
I will never tire of that video. I don't care how old.
Also, is that live? It has to be live, right?
Yeah. It's like the super tease at the top of the show. That's usually what they'll do when they have a special guest or some feature later on. Is they'll be all like, "Let's use you for the opening," and then they'll throw them on like that. That's amazing, dude.
He sounds like
starts right now.
Serving all of San
And it
Diego.
has laser discs. Hi, I'm a jetpack man. I love jetpacks. I have one. They shoot out of jetpacks. I love them. I love jetpacks.
totally Steve McTillatooner. All right. Yeah, man. Okay, so look, we got one more. I kind of want to go out on the wind like we just had. There's one labeled Magic Trick Fail, but I don't know. I just don't know whether it was. It was published on August 5th, which this is so hard for me to trust. I don't know. You want to look at Magic Trick Fail?
Yeah, let's go with it.
All right.
Oh, pause it right now.
Pause. Okay, so
here's
already
the problem with us doing a Magic Trick Fail thing.
Yeah.
Because this is foreign, but it's Spanish language foreign. The likelihood that me or Brian will know this person who is going to fail on television personally is about 80%. The chance that we know somebody who knows this person personally 100%. Is 100%. Because Magic is 20 people big. There are 20 people involved in the industry of Magic, and there are 5 that would ever make television appearances on any level, on local television, on the same station that would have starting right now, like that same exact thing. So we're going to play this, but before we do, we don't mean anything by it, and please don't post us talking about this on the Magic Cafe.
Yes.
O Gorgorém vai subir lá. Ô, Gorgorém. Vai subir lá. Rapaz, como é que essa moça apareceu ali, cara? Que beleza. Olha o Gorgorém. Onde é que ele tá lá, ó? 3,5 metros de altura. Olha o Gorgorém lá.
All right, now.
All right, pause. All right, start for everybody watching. You got a magician guy who climbs up on an apparatus that looks like a bit like where you'd have like air traffic control towers. What it looks like, it's wide on top, kind of. So in the middle.
It's a Perspex box that you go into, and you put your hand through the hole, and then you have a sheet go over the box, and that there's a hole in the sheet, and the hand is through the sheet. And then normally what happens in this trick is the sheet is removed while the hand outside of the hole is fully visible the entire time, and the person whose hand it was is now no longer in the box. It's somebody else's hand.
Right. And I have not seen this clip before, but I'm going to guess that you have, and I'm going to guess that the takeaway lesson is that magicians who perform live on television need to not be bullied by producers into letting them control the pace and tempo of their performances.
Yeah. So here, let's see what happened. By the way, it's Portuguese, not Spanish. I'm sorry. Yeah. I misread the language in the 5 seconds we played it before.
Olha o Gorgorém lá, olha lá. Não tem pra onde ele escapar. Quero ver onde é que ele vai. Não tem pra onde ir. Olha o Gorgorém. É do Brasil.
Oh, that's... All right, stop.
No. We can't even make, this is not something that we both make our industry, our money on some level in the magic industry. And either we know people who've been in situations like that. The worst, Jeremy, if you dial it back like 10 seconds, this is what, would you agree, Brian, that magicians by and large are nervous, nebbish people in general?
Well, there's a reason magicians thrive on the precision of doing the exact same act, the exact same way every single time, to where they get it down so precisely. This is the reason that you're able to get these accomplished illusions.
As a personality trait, would you agree that magicians in general,
oh, sure, yeah,
shy,
absolutely,
introspective, nervous people, right? That would be fair to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is why the sound you will hear when we play this back, Chamber, at the point because it hurts Brian to even hear it. Okay,
I know it does, and I'm uncomfortable with it. And I'm just like, do we really need to? I don't want to.
Here's why it happened. I just want to let everyone know.
No, okay, forget it.
Olha o Gorgorela, olha lá.
I hear it.
Não tem pra onde ele
Laughing.
escapar. Quero ver onde é que ele vai. Não tem pra onde ir. Olha o Gorgorela.
É do Brasil!
We got laughing. It's not us. Like that laughing is not us at all.
This is like, where does this rank on your personal nightmare scale?
Oh Jesus, 12 on a scale of 1 to 3. I mean, it's like it's and it's not even the trick not working. Look, I've had tricks not work, and then you just say the right thing and it becomes hilarious or whatever. But it's such a high stakes game in this kind of performance where it's like if you're going to do the illusionist game, you have to look cool, and if you don't look cool, everything's gone horribly wrong. You know, at least there's a number of other magic things where stuff could go wrong, and you could make it a joke or whatever. And it's like, this guy's got a set routine and he has to finish it. It's like, oh, my heart breaks. And then on top of that, to have some asshole just cackling at you, like full on guffawing.
Wearing a yellow hat and purple suspenders?
Yes.
Like, I mean, number one, he's fatter than Mario. Can we agree on that? Lose some weight.
The guy laughing? The guy laughing?
Wario. Yes.
Oh, yes, Wario. Yes. But still, where did the lighter fluid come from is what the chat room says. So that's a good point.
And this is something where, I mean, for people who are listening to this, what happens is the sheet comes down. What happens is the hand that is in the box holds on to a curtain that comes up. The assistant is now down below. Assistant lifts it over her head, pulls it down, over her head again, and pulls it down. Except this time, when the curtain is pulled down, it is now the magician who is in the box that is holding the curtain, and theoretically, it's the assistant who is holding the curtain that is now in the box, except for the fact that you see the assistant climbing up the box, which leads Wario to grab 4 coins, run Toad off the Rainbow Road track, and cackle in delight.
Yeah, man, I'm not even comfortable talking about this scenario. That's how rough.
I mean, just so everybody knows, this is not this is a personal. Imagine for anybody, and I just want to let everybody know where you are coming from on this. This is not like a regular. I want to move on to the next topic because I think this is boring. This is like, imagine your worst fear, and it might not be, because a lot of people will be saying, oh, well, whatever, I could screw up at my job and it would be all right. I wouldn't be that weird about it. Like, imagine not your job fear, your worst fear, okay? And it was being played for you to demonstrate that it exists, right?
Yeah. Like it can happen. To delineate, like, well, we all have irrational fears. Like, it's if it's a PSA to say, hello, magician. You enjoy the high-stakes game of pulling off a fast one on people and taking credit for incredible things that you didn't quite do as they seemed. I'm sure you really enjoy the benefit it gives to all of your live performances. However, there's a dark side to these events. It's called
screwing up on live television.
That's right.
Like, all right.
You could screw up on live television.
Imagine you were a lawyer and you had a recurring nightmare of going on you had a huge client. It was in an exotic locale that he was building a theme park. You went to that theme park, and because of a malfunction, a T-Rex got out and ate you while you were sitting on a toilet. And then you watched Jurassic Park, and it was like Roberta Flack strumming my pain with his fingers, like killing them softly. This is, and like Bob McBob in the chat room gets credit for that analogy, but that is what this is for Brian. For whatever even on Portuguese television, or on Brazilian television, wherever this is that it's Portuguese language, the fact that this is on the internet and other people are seeing it is like a specific note-for-note fear that would wake, if it was a nightmare, it would wake Brian up in a cold sweat. True or false?
Oh my God. Yeah, 100%. I mean, the thing is like I've done tricks right and then been booed. Like I can't imagine having an assistant that something bobbles and screws up, and then all of a sudden, like your illusion looks bad because somebody didn't get in the right place at the right time, and then get hammered and mocked. Oh, it's just, man, it makes me want to give up magic, knowing, like, being reminded that there are actual spikes at the bottom of this pit that I'm dancing over, man. It's crazy.
Well, you want to know what, Brian? Maybe you can take your mind off this horrifying video for you by having us talk a little bit about Pro XPN.
Oh my God. You know what? Sometimes you just want privacy. You want nobody to know who you are. You don't want anyone to recognize you from that time you were on a television show and something went horribly wrong. You want to be able to surf the web completely anonymously, protected under a cloak of 512-bit encryption. I don't know about you, but now more than ever, I'm concerned about who's watching my business on the internet, and that's why I put Pro XPN on all my computers. It's super easy, so even a dumb idiot like me can have the benefit of totally encrypted media. Whether you're at a Starbucks and you think somebody like Darren Kitchen, that's right, Darren Kitchen, I'm accusing you personally of hanging out at my local Starbucks just outside of the Dripping Springs area, making sure to just capture anything I do when I'm there. Not no more. I show up, I use Pro XPN, it automatically encrypts everything.
Here's a funny little thing, Brian. So I read today on the internet that apparently if you buy a special edition version of the new Madden video game, the NFL game, you can get access to their DirecTV Sunday Ticket, which is all of the out-of-market NFL games, even if you're not an NFL subscriber. And that is a huge, awesome thing that will be awesome, and it's legal, you can do. But let's say that you don't want to, you're a cord cutter, right? You don't want to subscribe to any any television at all. And you know, you don't have a TV, so you can't just get over the signal or over the air HD signals. You can use Pro XPN to change where your region is, and therefore you can get your out-of-market games right there on your television. This is the kind of stuff in the real world that Pro XPN can help you do.
I'll tell you what else, man. That 6 strikes rule that they're talking about, a bunch of BS. It's like just because you use BitTorrent to get like your latest distributions of Linux softwares, you know, who are you to say with they're going to be like, oh, that's BitTorrent traffic. Right? You're watching Game of Thrones, so there's a strike, and it's like, whoa, bro. It's like, that's not even true. Plus, I don't want to fight this. I don't even want to do this. Why don't you take yourself out of their picture and off their radar? Use Pro XPN. You got no 6 strikes rule, and you're safe and sound. And here's the important thing. Give credit where credit is due to the people who tell you like it is. Your friends here at NSFW. If you use promo code NSFW, you'll get 20% off. And this is at proxpn.com. Now, keep in mind, normally you're looking at what? How much for an entire year, Justin?
Here's the deal. It would be normally $74.95 for an entire year. By the way, less than $75 for your privacy for the entire year. Brian, you can't get a better deal than that.
Yes, you can if you use promo code NSFW. That's right, sucker.
Here's the deal. What you can do if you use NSFW at checkout, you receive 20% off your order. Right, Brian? 20% one time off your order. That's the best deal that's ever been done, right?
No, I mean, only if there was something better. Come on, man. You're busting.
How about, all right, you vultures, 20% not only off this order for this year, every order for the rest of your life until you're dead.
Pro XPN, man. Make them proud. Make us happy. Head on over there. Use promo code NSFW.
So there we go. Keep your privacy in a bottle. And don't let Muscle Crazy Man open it because he's the NSA.
Hey, man, we got a couple of gifts that were gift wrapped to us by our friends over at the Chatrealm. So we got two things. We can do Chatrealm's Choice, or we can play Name That Autocomplete. Which do you want to do?
Actually, I'll tell you what, before we do either of them, I think we wanted to read an email you got about Ruinum.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to call it up. I forgot all about this.
Here we go. Tell me where you got it, and I will find it for you.
Somebody sent it to I forwarded it to you earlier today. Somebody just wanted to share. And by the way, I did not expect this, but like we made jokes on the show about how like, Ruinum ships and this bad thing happens or that bad thing happens. Like over Twitter, it's a deluge of like, yeah, dude, a freaking 18-wheeler caught fire right next to my house as I was collecting my Ruinum. And then there was one that was a personal discussion of what was supposed to be a joyful occasion turned horrific, or at least annoying.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal. We got this this email. It says, "Hey Brian, I just wanted to tell you a quick story and ask a quick question. Yesterday, a couple hours after our Ruinum arrived, I thought it'd be a good idea to open a bottle so my boyfriend could try it. I uncorked it and walked to the basement with a glass full of Ruinum. And before I even had a sip, my boyfriend looked at me and told me that I ruined what he wanted to do. I didn't think it'd be a big deal just to open the bottle. Turns out it was. Out of spite, he didn't drink a sip and glared at me all night. Ruinum was the cause of a fight, and we made up over glasses of it this evening." Listen, I'm not the only one reading into what happened after that. All right? You feel me? That's some patriarch punishment stuff.
If I could borrow from Homer Simpson, I think the lesson here is, here's to Ruinum, the cause of and solution to all of our relationship problems.
Absolutely. I was wondering what exactly in it. I remember you saying what was in it on one of the episodes, but I can't remember which. Also, the drink is the nectar of the gods. That comes from Amber. Thank you, Amber, for buying Ruinum. Ruinum has arrived to people's houses over Friday and Monday and Tuesday. So if you have ordered it, it is either at your house or coming to your house very, very fast. Brian, we can say what? Red wine, brandy. That's the alcohol content. And then the biggest
red wine brandy. It's a honey wine. It's got flavors of like anise. I never know how to say it. I always want to say anus, but then it's like there's no butt.
Yeah.
It's not butt flavored. It's licorice flavored, unless there's licorice in someone's butt, in which case I suppose that would be that. In that case,
particular. You know how to party, my friends.
Yeah, exactly. Anise. But like I want to say there's like hints of cinnamon in there. It's like velvety. Like no lie. It's sideways. Like I taste it and I'm just like not prepared for it because it's sweet and sideways. I don't know how to describe it.
It is awesome possum is what it is. Email or tweet us your best Ruinum pictures and stories. Hashtag Ruinum. Let us know what you think about it. We are obviously very, very proud that it is a thing. And also, who's ever in charge of the Ruinum website, let's if we could change that from pre-order
we'll
to shipping.
That. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll make all that available on there. And plus, also,
listen, I understand. We've been very busy with all this, so we'll figure it out. This is awesome, though. I mean, I'm actually just really happy that this is a thing.
Yeah. All right. So let's do this. Let's jump in. Let's just go straight to Chatrealm's Choice. If you don't remember, it's been like over a year since we've last played Chatrealm's Choice. There's a doc that's going around right now. We're going to start with the first question on there. You'll be given a strawpoll.me question in the chat room. You go ahead and give us an either or answer. This is all based on like a slow motion version of what we used to do. We used to call it rapid fire with Justin Robert Young, where the show would end. I would go to the bathroom and Justin Robert Young would just answer either or questions on a dime. And so what we're going to do is we're going to guess how Chatrealm would answer these either or questions. First one on the docket is question 1. Which character is more awesome, Fat Rick or Ad Dragon?
Now,
Justin,
where are you going on this? Are we doing this where we got to be on opposite sides of the coin?
No,
so
yeah. Well, we don't have to be on opposite sides. We just have to go with what. I mean, I'm just going to flat out say I'm voting Ad Dragon no matter what. There's no way they're picking Fat Rick over the Ad Dragon.
I'll tell you when they might, though, after Night Attack Live from Utah comes out, because Fat Mick
turned into
a really strong He makes a strong showing, but I don't feel like people have heard that interview yet, so I'm going to go with the Ad Dragon, who is no slouch on that episode, on that album. But I'm going to say Ad Dragon.
All right, so let's go ahead and see the results on here. I say Ad Dragon, you say Ad Dragon, and with 83 votes, it's Ad Dragon versus Fat Rick. So that is both of us tied on the first one. Second one, which character is more awesome? Neil Gaiman, and keep in mind, people keep confusing us, and it's like, I don't understand. Like, Neil Gaiman is a totally different guy than the fabulous author Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman is very, very talented.
I'm Neil Gaiman. I'm a stand-up comic. I go to a lot of conventions. A lot of people mix me up with the author, but fact of the matter is, I just do a parody comedy act where I say things like, hey, the Sandman. Yeah, I effed them in the bee. Yeah. It's my act, Brian.
Yes, and well beloved by his own audience. He's the Tony Clifton of con comics. So the question is, Neil Gaiman or Captain Morgan? Dude, here's the thing. You just made.
Brian, why don't you respond to me? I'm Captain Morgan.
I mean, you just made a very compelling case for Neil Gaiman, but I feel like the entire chat realm is in love with
compelling. The power of Christ compels you to shut your mouth.
The power of ruin him. What do you think of the fact that I'm going to switch? I'm going to switch over to ruin him.
I ruined him once in the butt. I'm Captain. I stole that joke.
You can't just steal Neil Gaiman's joke.
Well, I heard it before him when he said it.
Wait, you heard it when he said it? Are you saying you stole it like at his show?
I was thinking it when he said it. He was like, oh, I effed him. And I was like, oh, it'd be funny if he said in the butt. And then he did. But I thought it before he said it. It's mine.
So this, wait a minute. Just because you thought of the same joke that he said, you think that...
I thought you were going to say that. I think you stole it from me in my brain. You're a brain thief.
Well, tell me, which one do you think Chatrealm's going to pick? Neil Gaiman or Captain Morgan?
I think it's me, Brian. I'm Captain Morgan. I am the captain. Captain's orders.
I'm going to go with Captain Morgan. Show us the results, friends. Oh, my God.
Close. Captain Morgan might be, I mean, would you say all time, if you're putting together the characters, the Hall of Fame, the NSFW character Hall of Fame, like Captain Morgan might be the most popular newer character that we've ever come up with, right?
Oh, certainly. Certainly. And I like the way you give us credit for coming up with them when really all we're doing is taking a picture in character and just making up filthy crap that he says. Sure, that gives us ownership of their brand. Why not?
He was a real person, Captain Morgan. Here's the thing. All right, I was thinking about this. I was like, listen, if we're going to keep doing this, are we going to get yelled at by the rum people? And it's like,
I would imagine.
You can't put on that bottle, like, Captain Morgan was a real seafarer, and then not be like, well, listen, we're doing our thing on the real person. He keeps saying that he's not a bottle of rum.
In fact, he's a little bit disappointed that you think he's a bottle of rum, as if like that's the most horrific ending to his delightful career that he could imagine. He's been offended.
I mean, listen, he's not just that one dude, you know? In the same way that magician isn't the one guy who screwed up on Portuguese language television. Like Captain Morgan isn't just a bottle of rum.
I'm telling you, Justin. All right, that's too real. Okay. Let me jump down a few. The next ones are pretty obvious. I mean, like some are irrelevant. Like which should we play? Chatrealm's choice or name that autocomplete. I mean, I don't know. Well, actually, which do you think that they do? I would think the Chatrealm would vote for themselves, right? Chatrealm's choice.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Show us Chatrealm's choice. Is it the one that involved what? Barely Chatrealm. All right. Working hard or hardly working. I feel like that's stupid.
All right. Here's the deal. Brian, let's go for I don't know why these are here.
What, chicken or water?
I don't really. Yeah, I don't. I mean, they're both delicious. What would you prefer, chicken or watermelon?
Okay, movie quote: the horror, or whoa, this is heavy.
Why you skipping over chicken and watermelon?
Because who cares, man? They're both delicious.
Listen, it's a picnic.
What is chat?
What are you going to eat first, chicken or watermelon?
Chicken. I would rather have chicken.
So would I.
All right. Well, so would Chatrealm. We all like chicken. The horror, or whoa, this is heavy. It's like, that's disappointing. It's like, are you telling me for a second it's not going to be the Back to the Future quote? Whoa, this is heavy. It's got to be that. See, there, boom, we got it again. Laser tag or special massage? I'll go with special massage.
You want? All right, I'll go with laser tag. You're up.
It's, let me tell you, when it comes to, I have a leg up on special massages, Justin. That's my secret weapon.
You do. I'll tell you what. How about this one? Because this was we got stuck on a bit of a rock last week. What do you say? Grilled cheese or cash?
It depends. Now, before you answer, think about what you can buy with each of these. Cash, you go to any store and buy any legitimate good of your desire. Grilled cheese, there's something extra that you could get with grilled cheese. I'm going to go with grilled cheese.
By the way, I'm just going to say also, the SDGC t-shirts went up for sale on Teespring this week, and they've already hit their mark, so I think you can buy them for the next couple days. I'm going to go ahead and say grilled cheese. I prefer to go with grilled cheese.
That's right. Let's see. Grilled cheese. Show me grilled cheese. Oh my God.
It's cash.
All right.
Straight cash, homie.
All right. Well, good. So I guess we're still tied, except for that one that I win. Man, I guess.
No, you're up one. So here we go. This will be the final one. Better NSFW chat room joint venture. Diamond Club a novel or Ruin 'em?
Oh, dude, it's got to be Ruin 'em. Ruin 'em's the gift that keeps on giving.
I don't know. I've been getting really nostalgic for the Diamond Club. I kind of feel like the Diamond Club is going to be winning the hearts.
I'll tell you what. This will be let's for the whole game. I'm gonna go on Team Ruin.
Genghis Khan in the chat room has a line that I'm going to read as Captain Morgan. You can't drink books, Brian.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm on Team Ruin 'em. It's a renewable good. It's, in fact, it was originally meant to be called Renewium because it's like green, I assume.
Thanks, James Cameron.
That's Renewium.
We need to find Renewium. It's the only renewable resource.
What's the answer on that one?
I'm gonna say Diamond Club. Show me the winner.
Show me Ruin 'em.
Yes!
Oh my God!
Back in the game.
Dominated. All right, look, that means it's got to come down to this final one. Who's more of a troll, Chimera or Kuhan?
Oh man, is Kuhan even around anymore?
No, dude, he's got a girlfriend now, which means he doesn't watch us anymore. That's code.
Like Patriarch Pressurewood should have something to say about this.
Wait, what's the voice we had for him? I totally
I don't know. I feel like it was going to be fun of his win, though.
It's important for the family that you procreate.
I'm go ahead and say, I'll tell you what, man. Chimera showed up to the party. Do you want to go with Kuhan?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Chimera. I guess we end this one.
Listen, we got to end right here. I go with Kuhan.
All right, I'll go with Chimera.
Let's see.
And the survey says,
was there an actual straw poll for this one?
Yeah, there is. It's strawpoll.me/3138839. If you want to check in on it. In fact, I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to look at the results. And it says here, Chimera by a vote of 2-1. 64 Chimera, 34 Kuhan.
Brian, you are the winner of this lame-ass podcast game.
Hey, speaking of which, I want to bring back that song in a big way. Can we play it? I don't know where that sounder is or that file. Man.
I'll tell you what.
That we just forgot to start using anymore.
You want to know what, Brian? If you wanted maybe a little something else to spice up the show, maybe we should go to Shutterstock.com.
Now, okay, what am I going to get at Shutterstock? I'm going to get some. I'm going to guess it's going to be $1 billion for like 3 images.
Of course. It is over 10,000 video clips added every week. See, you thought I was just going to say they only had 10,000 full stop.
Yeah.
F that. 10,000 video clips added every single week on Shutterstock. And many contributors are professional filmmakers and animators.
Well, so wait a minute. You're saying that all the clips are good, but I'm sure they're like crazy expensive. I can't. I'm just a lonely old content provider. I can't provide nothing.
Brian, again, your ignorance astounds me and the audience. Shutterstock has flexible pricing. You can choose between individual clips or video packs, download the clips in HD or by standard definition web video formats. They're going to get you the clips and pictures you need at a price you can afford, either together or separate with a bunch of other stuff that you also need.
Dude, well, this sounds like a trap. Like I'm going to get stuck like a fly to some fly paper, and you're just going to suck me in. Is there a way I can try this for free?
How about this one, Brian? Go ahead over to Shutterstock. You can add stuff to your light box. You just save it there and let you just, peruse. Get a look at what they have to offer. Also, no credit card needed when you want to start. It's a sign up for a free account. You can begin using Shutterstock to help imagine what your next project can be like. But when you decide to purchase, use offer code NSFW8 and new accounts receive 30% off any package.
Well, dude, 30% off. Use promo code NSFW8. That sounds like a great way for people to remind them that it's their support of our show that keeps us in business and gets them more customers of their high-quality productions.
So use code NSFW8 when you go to Shutterstock.com and purchase something that you get 30% off your first package. We thank Shutterstock for helping us out here at NSFW.
All right, so here's the thing. Chatroom is having a full-on revolt. Like in the middle of us going through Chatroom's choice, people are like, stop that. Autocomplete's going to be so much better. And then they gave a URL that they gave to Jammer B, who theoretically has that up. Jammer B, first of all, thank you again for being like the lifeblood of Chatrealm, made physical flesh right there in the twit.tv studios. And thank you for doing this live switching. Do you have the document open for us?
I do.
Now I accidentally opened it and I accidentally saw the first one, but you have a format. So can we skip the first one and then go on to the next one? We'll start with right there.
I don't understand the document. It says 1 through 8 and then 2 through 9.
Okay, so if you, and this is why I had to look, because everything was blacked out so that I couldn't see it. If you go to query 2, it says 9 autocompletes, and if you highlight it, you'll see there's black squares and then there's gray other areas. If you highlight everything, you will be able to see it, but I will not. And what that is, that first one is what we're trying to guess. It's the item that is being auto-completed when you type it in. The remaining autocompletes are ones that what gets added for the top things associated with that term. Does that make sense? So in this case, for example, on the first one, you could go ahead and put the document up and show on the very first, go up to the top, the query 1 through 8. If you click, if you highlight all of those, you see that the first one that they set up was Tay Allen, who did mass text. And so that's what the subject is that Justin and I have to guess. But you see that the first, for example, the first autocompletes, you would reveal the first one as I didn't know I was pregnant. And you would reveal the second autocomplete as S mass text. And then the third autocomplete would be USC. And then the the next autocomplete would be photography. And the next autocomplete would be acting reel. And then Facebook. And then a joke. and then hoax right there. So what you'll do is you'll give to us the terms associated with the autocomplete, so we'll try to figure out what the subject is. Make sense?
I'm saying them out loud. Is that the thing?
Yeah, or you can actually show them to us. Just don't reveal what's under that black box that they put together. And first of all, I should point out that Justin and I, neither of us know what any of these are. This was put together, this entire episode was put together by your friends over at Chatrealm. If you want to join us live, make sure to, there's a button apparently that says reveal and autocomplete. It's all scripted out and everything. Try pushing the button and see what happens.
I see. That goes upside down.
Well, that's much easier. Holy crap. Yeah. No, just press that button on there. That's amazing. If you want to join us live, usually we're every Tuesday night, and that's where the magic really happens. Do me a favor, reveal an autocomplete, Jammer B.
Before I do, I would like to mention that Justin has gone away.
That's fine. That means that there's no competitor, and I can finally win a game.
All right, here we go.
Take me on. So here we go. If we get him back, that'll be fine. Okay, reveal an autocomplete. The first one that we see. Oh my God. Okay, it's blank. Net worth. Man, I want to say Donald Trump. Oh, you know what? You should cut away and you should peek so you can be quizmaster here. So you cut to me. Do me a favor. Take a little peek-see right now, Jammer B.
Okay.
And you'll be our quizmaster.
I got it.
You now know who it is. Is it Donald Trump?
It is not.
Okay. All right. Well, while we wait for Justin, reveal another one.
Cookware.
Dude, this is slam dunk. The net worth and cookware, it's got to be Paula Dean. Am I right?
Paula Dean.
Yeah. Man, it would be so great if Justin was here to play this game with me. I guess I'll just have to keep going through by myself. All right, go on to the next one. Query 3, 7 autocompletes, 2 giveaways are Twitter and YouTube. And, man, great job on this doc, T2. Click on the first autocomplete.
Something fierce.
Oh, my God. Something fierce? Dude, I'm going to try really hard not to look at the audience. And I'm seeing on Skype that Justin Robert Young just got back online. So I think I'm going to tread water while we try to get him back in this, because I feel like I have no idea what something fierce means, but I feel like Justin would probably immediately get it.
I'm not seeing him yet.
All right, that's fine. I'm going to pass on the. You know what? I'm going to say. I'll say Andy Richter. Something fierce there. Is it Andy Richter?
Buzz.
All right. Good Morning Moon is the next one.
That's a dead giveaway.
That's
a dead giveaway. Come on.
Wait, really? You know instantly from that?
Yeah.
Yo.
Dude, Justin, save me. We got Twitter, YouTube, Something Fierce, and Good Morning Moon.
On what are we doing?
We're doing Name That Autocomplete. So the clues are, the autocompletes are YouTube, Twitter, Something Fierce, and Good Morning Moon.
Yeah, it's a Marion call.
That's it.
Oh my God. Of course it is. God damn it. I suck. I'm the worst at anything. Look at this. I was competing against no one and I lost. Let's do number 4. I know. Don't give that to me.
And now you're being mocked. You're being mocked. People came up from the basement just to laugh at you. They're like Wario did to that magician.
Jerks. It's my own person. What's funny is, like, I'm way more comfortable with being mocked for my failures in this regard. Okay, we got query number 4. Give us an autocomplete.
Okay, you get Twitter.
All right, Twitter's
Jokes.
for free. Jokes. You got a guess, Justin?
Huh. No,
Twitter,
nothing right
jokes.
now.
Conan O'Brien.
Nope.
All right.
Headlines.
Oh, dude, it's got to be Jay Leno, right?
No.
What?
I think I got it. I got one off the board.
Could
it be Carlos Danger himself, Anthony Weiner?
It is.
Oh my God! No way! Did you actually get that, or did you steal that from the chat room?
I ain't got nothing. I had that. I don't even have a chat room open. It's behind a window right now. That is all me, baby.
See, this is why it's so good to have you as the brains of the operation. All right. Query number 5. Hit me up. Give me an autocomplete. Now, these are all, there's no freebies on this one.
Articles.
The Constitution.
No.
Okay.
Look who's in her summer swimwear. It's the Constitution.
Jobs.
Do you have a guess? Jobs? Steve Articles. Steve Jobs. Seems legit. I'll go with Steve. Is this Steve?
No.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I just saw a hint.
Yeah, the hint was the Diamond Club.
That's the hint?
That's the hint. Let's go.
What's the next
reveal another one.
In school statistics.
In school statistics. Okay,
man, I ain't got nothing on it. Keep rolling.
Yeah, okay, give me another hint.
Facts.
This is just getting worse.
I mean, let's also realize that the Diamond Club was about banging, right? Like, it's not banging.
Banging.
Wait a minute.
Banging in school statistics. Banging jobs.
Banging facts?
Banging facts?
Curriculum.
The banging curriculum. Well, could it be sex education?
Da-da-da-da. It is.
Oh, you got it.
Dude, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, query number 6 is, can a blank get?
Okay.
Let's look at the first auto, please.
There's no given. Can a blank get Strangles twice?
What the heck?
I don't know what this is, but I want that title to be the name of my first rap album.
Can a blank get strangled twice? All right, show us the next.
Not strangled, as in past tense. Strangles. Can a blank get strangles twice?
Okay, can a blank get pregnant from a man?
What?
I think I got it.
I don't think you do.
Goat? Is it goat?
It is not.
Next one.
Well, let's keep rolling.
Can a blank get pink eye?
Can a blank get pink eye? I don't know, man. Give me more.
How about a sugar glider?
Nope. Can a blank get mange?
All right, let's roll over the extra hint. What's the extra hint?
We are looking for an animal.
Okay, I get this. Okay.
Assholes.
Okay. So, all right. So we got, can a blank get strangles twice, get pregnant from a man, get pink eye, get mange. The next one I'm seeing is get drunk.
Can a blank get
drunk? Is it
drunk?
dog?
Nope.
How about Lil Bub? Is it Lil Bub?
No.
Can Lil Bub get strangles twice?
All right, give me another autocomplete.
Can a blank get poison ivy?
All right. Is it penis?
Is it cat?
Nope.
Give me another one.
Is it a cat's penis?
Can a blank get pregnant from a human?
Wow. People are really interested in banging whatever this is.
Is it?
And also, they're not supposed to be banging it because
is it a
they keep wondering whether or not there's going to be evidence.
Is it a chimpanzee?
Nope.
God damn. A monkey?
Nope.
All right, next.
Can a blank get rabies?
I got it.
What is it?
I got it. You ready?
Yep.
What is it?
Kesha.
Alex Jones.
Nope.
It's not Alex Jones?
Can a blank get you pregnant?
Oh! That's actually Alex Jones. All right, let's go with the last one. We have no idea on this one. Let's see the final one. Maybe it'll be...
Can a blank get a woman pregnant?
Brian, I'm all in with Kesha. You're in with Alex Jones. Let's see what this actually is.
Can a horse?
A horse!
Shut up.
I mean, you were close with goat and dog. And...
What? These are the most popular autocompletes. This is the world in which we live.
Twice.
Get strangled twice?
All right, number 7.
Yeah, dude, let's keep
we got
rolling.
that. Blank, that.
All right.
Okay, we have blank,
that blank, they are Irish. Something that think that they are Irish. And jumping ahead, it looks like the first two are blank that blank they're Irish, or variations of it.
All right, this one's a little too complicated for me. This is like a SAT puzzle.
Here, just give us all of them. We'll see what it is. Oh my God.
Blank.
Jeez.
Blank that French.
Okay, here are the clues, Justin. You ready? Blank that blank they're Irish. Blank that French.
Is it
blank
idiots think
that Obama is a Muslim. Blank that think or that death is optional. Blank that Europe is a country. Blank that pizza is a vegetable. Blank that Canadians. Blank that Obama is a cactus. I'm going to go with rednecks.
I'm going to go with Alex Jones Kesha.
The extra hint is it's a nationality.
Well, it's got to be American then.
American. Yep.
It is?
It is.
Americans think that.
I mean, but for real, like, we haven't proven whether or not Obama's a cactus or not.
Well, he won't answer the allegations. I was like, listen, and it's not good enough for him to say, listen, I just made some prickly decisions, no cactus. Like, it's like, you can't just say no cactus and then suddenly you're not a cactus.
I mean, I want to see him drink some water right in front of us instead of just storing it in himself for months and months.
What you don't see in that famous photo of his wife hugging him is the freaking like lead suit underneath that prevents his spines from piercing her immediately. Just saying.
I think he just folds him. He tapes him down like a transsexual.
Well, people say he was born a cactus but decided he was supposed to be a man, and he's living as pre-op cactus man. And
Cack America is what the movie that Felicity Huffman would star in, if telling the Barack Obama story.
Okay, look, we got one more autocomplete here, then we can wrap this up. Why do blank 9 autocompletes? Why do
blank talk so much?
White women.
Nope.
Because that's what I'm asking myself.
Why do blank like Asians?
Why do white women like Asians? I don't
know. All right. Oh, dude. Why do blank? Oh, man.
Why do?
Remind me never to put Chatrealm in charge of writing a bit
that
again.
Blank feel entitled. Why do blank age faster?
Well, that's not Asians. You can rule that out right now.
Why do blank like
white
mayonnaise?
Is it
it's got to be white people.
It is not, but that's close. Why do blank have blue eyes?
White supremacists.
White racists?
No. Why do blank stare?
Why do little bub in 2 words?
Why do blank hate Obama?
White men is white men.
Why do blank tan? What?
Why do blank
I'm going for the extra hint.
Well, yeah, extra hint.
Extra hint is pretty sure Brian and Justin are these.
It's not white men.
Podcast hosts.
Giving up?
Yeah, I'm giving up.
This says white people, but this says Americans.
Oh, the Americans that think. Oh.
Why do Americans think that? Okay, so I was looking at this. Americans think.
Why do Americans that think tan? Oh, why do Americans that think Obama?
It makes no sense.
Why do Americans that think stare? Why do Americans that think like mayonnaise?
Why do horse strangle twice?
That's All right, dude. I'm going to give a pass to Chatrealm. They did an amazing job of writing an entire episode for us in literally less than 30 minutes. That was utterly amazing. Huge thanks. T2T2, who always is killing it. Follow him at T2T2 on Twitter because he's just that good. All right, look, why don't we wrap things up? Jammer B, can you play for us the movie draft minute?
I suspect I can.
Before we do, let's ask why white people get pregnant by horses.
And also, why do Americans that think like Asians?
Why do Americans strangles twice?
Why do Americans that think age faster? That's what I want to know, Justin.
Okay, we've got the movie draft minute.
All right, let's go.
Welcome to your Movie Draft Minute for the week of August 5th, 2013. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. 4 more movies remain in the draft, and the competition is still fierce. Let's go check out the scoreboard.
Shut up.
Cargill's in 6th place with 2 guns, bringing in $27 million this week, bringing his total to $399.8 million. Scott Johnson's in 5th place with $407.8 million. Tom Merritt's in 4th place with $562.9 million. Sarah Lane's in 3rd place with $569.3 million. Justin Robert Young's in 2nd place with Smurfs 2, bringing in $27.1 million, bringing his total to $659.4 million. And still in 1st place with a whopping $939.3 million, it's Brian Brushwood. And that is your Movie Draft Minute for the week of August 5th, 2013.
Yeah! Dude, I'm just going to say that this is a totally unrigged game at which I am naturally gifted.
Oh, enough with you. You won the big show twice. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about it. Hey, are you going to go see Elysium when it comes out? Is it out now?
No, I'll see it when it comes out. Definitely. The buzz on it's very, very good. I'm very glad because I was not enthralled with the trailers, but I'm excited about it now.
Well, I actually avoided for the first time. Normally, I just want everything to get me more ramped up for the movies. But like Elysium released a 4-minute spoilerific trailer, and I hesitated and I didn't watch it. And in fact, then I started to read some articles that kind of had me nervous, where they were saying originally they were going to release it earlier in the year, but they pushed it back to be a summer release. But now that they've had so many flops, that now it's a high stakes game for Elysium. Like, it has to make money, and that's why they're promoting the hell out of it so much. And then that made me think of Steven Spielberg and George Lucas making their proclamations of there's gonna be some flops and Hollywood is gonna burn down, run now, screw it, everything's screwed. And then it made me wonder what if they were instantly right that same summer, because I know there's been a lot of talk about the mega.
I mean, number one. Look, they know way more about the movie industry than me or you will ever know, or pretty much anybody else. So it's like their opinions matter in a big, bad way. However, if that summer is going to happen, it's 2015. And there's no reason why, if that is going to be the thing. And by the way, I think it's something that we have to look into with the movie draft, is that early movies, seem to be better. You could have a kind of middling to crappy reviewed early movie that'll make way more than the middling to crap reviewed late movies. And I think part of it is just that they cost too goddamn much. It's more expensive to go to a movie with on a date and get popcorn than go to a really fancy dinner. And there's only a X amount that people are going to go to per year. And I think that we just see the shiny thing and it's yeah, I want to go see that. And they go see it early. So I think the early movies, there's, and you've rode that. You rode that in the draft, as people want to save their powder and wait for the big movies, you always wind up buying all the early movies, and you've done really well with that.
Yes, well, be that as it may, can you explain whether or not this is a photo of Obama, who's definitely a cactus? Show it, Jammer B. Please tell me you have it already queued up, because that would make me sad if you didn't. Yeah!
Well, that's just a picture of Obama.
I don't
understand. With his shirt off, right? He's playing basketball or at the beach or something, but that's just a regular. I don't see even what you're talking about. To the audio listeners, it's actually a cactus with Obama's hat on it. But I'm joking for comedic effect. It's just Obama.
The chat room's like Adventure Time arms, which I think is a fair descriptor. All right, look, we got to wrap things up over here. Thank you so much for being so patient with us, whipping out a show out of frothy ether from nowhere, thanks to our friends over at Chatrealm. Dude, I'm so glad that we were able to make this work, Justin.
Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate everybody pitching in for this and accommodating my crazy schedule and Brian's crazy schedule. Ruin'em.com is where you're going to get Ruin'em. Also, check out Coverbill with Brian Ibbett. I did a 2.5-hour show with him talking about sports anthems and covers for sports anthems. I really had a great time, so go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, dude, we have settled on a design for the T-shirts at Dragon Con. We're going to go with a variation on the No Hobo design that we saw at Nerdtacular. Whoever that guy was that had those shirts, send us those files so we can make shirts, and that'll be the official shirt.
There was another design sent to me that I want to send to you that I think maybe we do. Maybe this is the first 2-shirt Dragon Con. I'll send it to you, and I'll see if you...
All right, done and done, man. That'll be good. All right, well, look, man, love you guys. Do me a favor, die in a fire, but not really. We just say that. That's just our slogan.
See you next Tuesday. And I really do seriously mean that we will see you next Tuesday.
That's right, because we can see inside there.
Oh, NSFW.
So long, Cactus Obama.
I love